Hello guys, welcome to Tech and Tech. Today we're going to talk about assassination attempts again. And this time, last time in my last video, it was I didn't put that much effort to it. But this time, I'm going to put the max amount of effort and I'm going to rank them. I have three different categories of pain, coolness, and, of course, most importantly, the chance of getting caught. And with these three, I'm going to rank them from 1 to 10, and then I'm going to put them on some kind of a list. That's like the ranks based on which one I would prefer to get killed with rather than, the others that are going to be in the bottom rank. And, the reason I decided to do this was because, I was actually trying to go and change the subject because I've already talked about this. I was going to change the subject to go to more historic facts. Like I was going to talk about the Battle of Totenberg, about how it was formed, because we talked about why it was formed, but like how and like why did a son turn on his father and some things like that. And another thing I wanted to talk about was the War of Vietnam, about how the Viet Cong defeated the United States, and the cakes became hot again, and you know the drill, we sell hot cakes because Smail Haniyeh, which was the guest of there was a presidential election in Iran, and one of our candidates won, and I think the way is that every country in the world sends some guests to show that they know this as the official president, and the guest from Palestine was Ismail Haniyeh, and Israel assassinated him in a pretty cool way. Not it's not going to be on the top ranks, but like the way that they assassinated him was like he was sleeping in a hotel during night, and then the Israelis had such connections in Iran, their spy networks were so strong that they noticed exactly which room he was sleeping in, and then they shot a missile into that room, and only two people, him and his bodyguards, were killed, meaning that no one else was hurt. Like the entire hotel was like, I think they were just woke up in the middle of the night, they sounded the explosion, but almost no collateral damage was done to nor the hotel nor the guests. It was just him and his bodyguard. That was how clean and well executed the assassination was. Now let's get on to the actual video. So we're going to start from, of course, rank number one, the winner of the gold medal of this ranking that I prefer to get killed absolutely 100% of the time with this method is gonna be by a sniper bullet. I've talked about sniper bullets a lot in the last video, and I said that how cool it was that like some guy is standing somewhere, and then a bullet faster than the speed of sound goes straight through your brain and just mashes and paint the wall with red paint. It just looks sick. It looks very cool. I'd prefer to get killed with this over the other methods 100 out of 100 times. And also the fact that it's also based on the coolness is gonna be changing based on where was the shot taken. Like the Trump assassination, the shot was taken from a building on a steady target and it missed. It wasn't cool at all. But like in case of John F. Kennedy, it was from a building, from a moving target, and the guy shot John F. Kennedy 4 times, and he managed to hit him 3 times. That's a lot on a moving target. Like on a non-moving target, hitting 3 out of 4 shots is a lot. But on a moving target, it's even more impressive and more cool. This gets, I think, 7.5 out of 10 in the coolness rating. And the chance of getting caught, unfortunately, this method has a lot more chance of getting caught than the other method. It gets a 1. And in the pain factor, I think like the less pain it has, the more score it should get, because it's a method I'm going to get killed with. So yeah, I don't want to tolerate much pain. This thing gets a 10 because like it's just one moment, the bullet goes here and then it's here and then you're dead. You don't understand the pain at all. This gets like the top 1. The second assassination method that also looks very cool is, of course, exploding the building that you're in. Now, this one also looks badass as fuck. Now, imagine you're in like some parliament building that's very big usually, and they'll just like bomb detonates, and then it just makes the entire building and like make the entire room that you're in explode and become a violent cloud of fire. and then you're dead, or maybe you're not be, because unfortunately this method has a lot less chance of assassinating the target, because of the fact that explosions don't usually act the way they should. Like, it's pretty unpredictable whether they will kill the person or they will not. Like, if it's point blank, well, like, someone drops a grenade right in front of my legs, it's going to kill me 100% of the time. But grenades work with shrapnel, not the actual explosion. But this thing, it doesn't, like, it's very random about how it's going to kill me or if it's going to kill me. So I think we should add another factor to the list, being the chance of working. Well, this thing gets 5, well, the sniper gets 10, because it's based on actually how the sniper does this. And well, this one is going to get a 5. In the pain factor, I think that, like, sometimes it can be quick, but sometimes it can be very painful. So I think it'll get a 4. And then in the case of chance of getting caught, it's, I think, well, buildings usually have a lot of security, but when someone manages to pull this off, it's almost never, like, nobody's ever going to understand who it was, because the guy that managed to plant a bomb somewhere where, like, thousands of security guards, well, I don't think thousands, but a lot of security guards didn't understand, like, going on patrols throughout the entire day, I don't think he's getting caught ever. Well, this gets, well, a 10 in the chance of getting caught. And well, all it remains is the coolness factor, which I think it gets a 10, of course, because it's very cool. Well, we got the 4 factors, I think. We got the pain, we managed to measure the coolness, we managed to measure how it's going to kill me, and we measured, well, how much is the chance of getting caught. The third rank is going to go to gun assassinations, which, well, can be done from any range as long as it doesn't count as being shot by a sniper. Well, this one also looks very cool, like in the case of Abraham Lincoln, he got shot in a theater. And well, yeah, I would totally choose to get assassinated with this. In the pain factor, it gets a 10. The chance of getting caught, it gets a 0, because it's a very low chance that you manage to not get caught when trying to assassinate someone with a gun. And well, in like the coolness factor, this gets a 7. And I think that in the case of, well, it's working, it's going to be based on how much the assassin is skilled, and it's going to get a 7. And well, the other methods that I don't really give a fuck about, because they're not cool at all. Like, I would prefer not to get killed with these anytime. The first one is, of course, being assassinated by a missile that's launched from, like, somewhere unknown. Now, this also looks cool because it's like a better version of exploding the building that you're in. And well, it's going to be put in the same rank as exploding your cars, because, well, they are almost identical. And well, this thing looks cool, of course, because the missile has been launched, and it's kind of like the fact that somebody is going to use a full missile to assassinate you means that you're really a pretty worthy target. Well, this gets a 10 out of 10 out of the coolness factor, but the chance of getting caught also gets a 10 out of 10, because it's almost like it's the missile that's launched. It's going to be usually from a very far range, and it's going to be less likely that, like, somebody would notice that where the missile is going, where the missile came from, and many of those things. The chance of it working, well, is also based on what missile you're using and, like, how much intel you have on where the missile is going, where the target's going to be. So it's going to get a 5. And the pain factor, it also can be sometimes very painful. It can sometimes be very painless. So it gets a 5. In the other factors, like, no other factor. I mean, in the other assassination methods, we got assassination by poison. Now, this looks very painful. 1 out of 10 in the pain factor. On the coolness factor, this doesn't look cool at all. 1 out of 10. And in the chance of getting caught, it gets like a 10 out of 10, because, well, it's almost never, you're never going to understand who did it. Because, like, the usual first subjects are going to be the people who made the food, the people who served the food, and the people who tested the food. But, like, if there is someone outside of these 3 targets, they're never going to find it. It's a very low chance. And I think it works 100% of the time if the assassin knows what he's doing. Again, it's entirely based on the assassin. And well, I think this doesn't look cool at all. As I said, 1, and well, 10. And well, in the chance of it working, well, let's give it a 9. And well, the last one, and the one I never want to get killed with, is, of course, by drone. Now, this looks cool, but not as much. So I'll give it a 5 in a coolness rating, because, like, The fact that there's a plane right above your head and then it's moving straight towards you and it shoots a missile at you, it just doesn't feel cool at all. Like, how did you not notice the drone when it was in the sky? How did your security not notice the drone when it was in the sky? So it gets a 5 out of 10 in the coolness rating. The chance of it getting caught, it also gets a 5 out of 10 because like it's entirely based on what the radar system around is. And of course, the assassin knows what he's doing. The pain factor is like entirely based. It can sometimes be very painful. It can sometimes not be painful at all. So I think we'll give it a 5 as well. And then, and of course, the chance of it working, I think it'll work 100% of the time because, well, the enemy is seeing you when he's shooting at you. And if you manage to survive the first missile, they will usually launch a second one in order to ensure that you're dead. Anyway, I think that was pretty long. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the war bell to be notified of the rest of the wars that will occur on the channel later. Make sure to go into the comment section, write like what should my next video be about so that I can make a video based on your desires. And well, make sure to write your list of how you would prefer to get assassinated with these methods or any other methods that may come into your mind that I didn't put in this video. And stand by, of course, for my next video.